Hello and welcome back to Pine City Apiary. Today we're going to do another little live show and want to go over a few things from this past week and take a look at some things that are coming ahead. Oops, I forgot to mute the computer. Who knew? All right. Hi, Kate. Hi, Carrot. Kate, I haven't had coffee. Hi, Kate. How you doing? All right. Well, this week we got snow again. Even though I won't deny it or confirm it, but it did happen. We got 10 inches of snow yesterday, and they're talking about even more snow to come this weekend. Even a greater amount than what we just got. So, got that to look forward to. So that'll be fun. There's Joshy. Got it. Camera's right there.
Hi.
There's Joshy.
Kind of scared, Dad.
Yeah. So, excuse me. You don't have to worry about 10 inches of snow in South Texas, I suppose. So. But a lot of people have asked me how are my bees. Well, I've not checked on them since February 12th when I put the microphone in there. And I want to get into there as soon as I can. The temperatures are supposed to moderate here soon, and we should be getting into the 30s for at least a couple of days. So maybe I'll check them then. But the only caveat to that was the only caveat to that one is that it's supposed to drop down to single-digit highs shortly after this warm-up. So I don't want to mess around with them too much. Yeah, I hope so. The last time I checked, though, Hive Face and Hive Bianca were pretty weak. Hive Stripe was definitely the strongest. But yeah, we need to get spring here soon. Yes, it does. Very strong. I want to get in and check to make sure they have food because we're coming into the hardest part of overwintering bees, and that is when the days allegedly get warmer, and then all of a sudden we drop down into the freeze like we did, like we're going to do right now. Hello, Shirley. How are you doing? It's good to see you. So if what happens if it gets warm and then cold like that, they get warmed up, they'll start, flying like Hive Stripe was doing, and then they'll come back in. If it gets cold real quick, they'll cluster together to stay warm, but they may cluster over here, but the food is over here. So if it stays very, very cold for more than a couple, 2-3 days, they will starve to death. And that's what's happened to me so far in the past. Usually last year it was into March as well. Just last year was bad. Yeah, I got plenty of snow for you here I can bring down to you. Let's see what else I want to talk about. My shout out Wednesdays. I've really enjoyed doing that. and I've had a pretty good response from them. Episode 3 of the Shout Out Wednesdays is in the can. It's ready to go. So watch for that one next Wednesday, and be sure to check out the creators that I've shouted out, and let them know that I told you to. I told you. Let them know that I sent you over there. That's good. I'm glad that it was some help, Kate. I'm by no means a big hitter, but you know, if we all, work together, we'll all reap benefits. Hopefully, that's my plan. Um, all right, I got a new segment that's coming out, and it's going to be called Sunday Driving. Okay. My first was going to call it Sunday Drivers, but I think I'm going to call it Sunday Driving. Anyways, what this is going to be about is just dash cam of me going out and about. May or may not have a destination in mind. I might have to, um, go to a certain place to do certain something, and I'll video that and show that. Or it might just be me getting in the car and going around taking a look at the flowers or the whatever for the bees. Hi, Prep for It. How are you doing there? Good to see you. I would also, kind of off the topic of the new segment that's coming up, is some of these viewers that are coming in, not a lot of here, but some of you don't know each other. So I think all of you are creators. So go and check out each other's channels, and give them a thumbs up, subscribe, comment on them, and let's help each other grow. I think that's a big thing that us smaller creators can do, is just work with each other and make sure that we all get the benefit of getting people to see our content. Okay, this is where Blake always says scrolling. Okay, back to the Sunday driving. Now, I'm going to have to tell you about the driving may not be on a Sunday. The driving could be like yesterday or tomorrow, but the videos will be released on Sunday, and that's why we're going to call it Sunday Driving. Hopefully we won't run into too many Sunday drivers doing our Sunday driving, but if we do, we're going to document it. Anyways, the first episode of this is coming up this Sunday, the 24th. I have to make a quick little road trip, so I documented that. And I really would like to have you people take a look at it and give me some feedback, and tell me what you think of the idea. If you think the idea is stupid, let me know. I won't do it. But I got one coming up definitely, so let me know. Okay, premiere videos. I've been trying to get one premiere video a month. That's kind of my goal. I haven't had any now for about 3 or 4 weeks, so it's getting close to a month. And I'm thinking that what I will do is, if I'm able to get into the hive the next coming days when it is above 30, I'm going to try to premiere that video. If I don't, then it'll be probably, I don't know, a few more weeks after that before I really have anything decent to show, unless of course we get a hive dead out or something. Hopefully we won't see that. All right, Well, this has been a really short stream. That's really all I had. Um, Josh and I tried to get some of the snow off the roof, and and it did not go as well as I planned. That is hard work. That stuff up there, that snow that we got was like cement. It was just hard. And as a big fat guy with a bad back and bad breathing, that wore me out. Um, so yeah, that was not fun. But we're gonna have to. I'm gonna see maybe if my son can come and help and get that stuff off the roof. We're supposed to get more snow, so it may not be for another week or two. Hello, Karen. How you doing? I saw you before, but I was talking. How did your premiere go? Did you have a good turnout? Oh, tea. It's good. All right. Well, I think we're going to call it. Anybody have any questions or comments? A basic beekeeping video. I think all my videos are basic beekeeping. I could try that, but the problem with me doing a basic beekeeping thing is I don't have basic beehives. I'm hoping to get Langstroth's hives this year, but I haven't had any success getting the Langstroths to go. I've tried, but two years now, and one made it into the summer. The other one didn't make it past the first week because of that blizzard that we got last year. So, but yeah, if I get a Langstroth this hive this year, I certainly could do a basic beekeeping. That's what I do. I know basic. Basic is me. And why do I like top bar hives? Well, the main reason is for me, they're much easier to work with. When you work with a Langstroth hive and you've got to pick up that hive body, that 10 frames, that stuff can get heavy. If it's 10 frames of honey, you could be looking at 70 to 80 pounds or something. And yeah, with a guy with a bad back bending over, picking up 80 pounds with a bunch of stinging insects flying around, not so fun. But a top bar hive, all you do is you pick up one bar. And sometimes those bars are heavy, but that heavy is only like 7 or 8 pounds. So that's quite a bit lighter than a big Langstroth box. Having said that, I want to get Josh more involved, and he could really work on the Langstroth hives. And that might be a good way of going through doing the basic beekeeping, is doing it with someone who's just really starting out, who's also a special needs child. So yes, Josh is my son. He's my youngest son. He's number 4. So my daughter is 30 something. She's living in Georgia right now. Planning on coming back to Minnesota probably next year, but we'll see. Things change. My oldest boy lives down in the Twin Cities in St. Paul. Let's see, was he in the video when it was freezing cold? Josh has been in a lot of my videos. So if you see my videos were like we're junior proofing. He's the one doing the stapling. He does a lot of things. He used to be very unafraid of the bees, but then he got stung in the top of the head, and now he's not a big fan. He brings that up every season now. I'm mad at the bees because they stung me. Well, Josh, these bees didn't sting you. It was that other one, and they're gone. But yeah, we're looking to get him more beekeeping apparel than I use, so he feels more secure, and he likes the bees. Let's see, my third son lives in town here. He is engaged to be getting married coming up here in May, so I probably won't do a video of that, but I might show something. We'll see. And his name is James, and he and his friend Noah have been in a few of my videos as well. Noah is the if you've seen the video where we're stacking the hay bales, Noah's the guy that can carry 2 hay bales at one time. I was amazed that I carried 2 to begin with, just starting out, and he was carrying 2 at a time. So yeah, it sucks to get old. It sucks to get increpit. Yeah, 2 hay bales. They were heavy. They're probably about 70 pounds each. So yeah, he's a big, strong kid. Let's see. I'm gonna check the chat here, see if I'm missing anything. Got stung in the belly. That's not good. I tell you, the worst place I've been stung so far is in the armpit. Well, that hurt. I've been stung in the face. That's not any good. But the armpit is really, really, really tender, and that hurt. Now, my father has been stung in other places that we're not going to talk about. He just calls it his ring-a-ding sting. I'm not going to say anymore. You can kind of get an idea where that may have been. I do not wish to emulate my father in that regard. I love my dad, but I don't want a ring-a-ding sting. Thank you very much. The neck, I've been stung in the neck. Yeah, it happens. The year that I did the combine from the Langstroth hive that wouldn't requeen into the top bar hive, I got stung like 6 times at the same time in my arms. That hurt. That hurt a lot. I might have cussed and had to beep that on the video. It might have happened. You pet bees. I guess I do too. I let them crawl on me as long as they're not going to be acting mean. Nope, I will not confirm nor deny. Nope, not going there. That's right. Thank goodness for editing software. And that was back when I just had Windows Movie Maker. So editing software was pretty bleh. So, oh, we got someone new here. Farming, no, painting the flowers, something. Painting the roses red. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, do we have anybody else with any questions? This is a short stream today. It's only 20 minutes. I didn't have a lot prepared. I've been kind of busy this week with all the snow that we've got. Oh, I don't need to give them any soda. They let me touch them. Actually, honeybees don't really care if you touch them. They just don't want you to squish them. If you squish them, they're going to take umbrage to that, and they may they may let you know their discomfort if you squish them. Just saying, it could happen. And when they do let you know of that, they release a pheromone that smells a lot like bananas. So if you're working with bees and you smell bananas, it's not a good thing. That means they're mad. And if you smell bananas, you probably want to finish up what you're doing and get gone, because they're telling you that life is not good and they want to take it out on you. So honeybees do that. I suppose if there's a dearth, and you guys would definitely get a dearth in South Texas. So some people say that they will. I've seen another beekeeper actually chew on a banana as he goes out to work on his bees, and it was nothing. So I think that the scents are different. It's just that to humans, that's what we perceive that scent to be. I'm sure the banana smells completely different to a honeybee. I don't know. I'm not a honeybee, but I'm guessing. That could be an experiment I do, I guess. This summer is I could chow on a banana while I'm working on the bees. Just gotta figure out how to get that through the veil. I'll figure something out. If you smell it, are they ready to attack? Yes. Yes, they are. They are putting out that pheromone that is a defensive warning pheromone that lets the hive know that there's danger. And the bees will become very aggressive. They don't necessarily come out to try to sting you. What you'll find when bees get really aggressive is they're going to bump you. They're going to take and fly. Like if you're wearing a veil, they will fly into your face and they'll bounce off that veil. There's been a couple of videos where I move my hand over the top of the hive and you'll see a few bees come up and bump my hand. That's just them telling me, we're done here. You need to go. So honeybees typically will not sting unless they have no other choice. Honeybees, if they sting, they will die, and they know that. I mean, I don't know if they know that, but I think they instinctively know that. So they don't sting unless they absolutely have to. They'd much prefer to drive you off. Now, having said that, there's people here that, hello, Trish. It's good to see you. Thanks for showing up. There's people here that live in the southern United States where they have the Africanized honeybees, and those are much more aggressive than regular honeybees. And if you smell that banana smell and see a bunch of bees, then you probably got Africanized bees, and they will sting. They're exactly, you best get gone with them. A regular honeybee, normal Italian honeybee or minor carnioleans, you can walk away. Usually my hives are in my backyard, and if I walk over towards my garage, they're gone. They leave me alone. But an Africanized bee, I could probably walk over half a mile or more, and they still would be out trying to attack. So that is the main difference between Africanized bees and regular docile honeybees. A lot of people get yellow jackets and hornets and things like that mixed up with honeybees. They're not the same thing. Honeybees are much more timid. Some people like Blake, Daddy Curbs, he has an issue when he goes and he sighs the grass in front of his hives, and that gets them riled up. And I'm able to drive my riding lawnmower right in front of the hives. They don't care. So why? I don't know. It's a lot hotter there. That might have something to do with it. Um, I don't know when he is doing it during the day, but I try to, anytime I'm working around them, I usually try to get that done mid-morning to early afternoon when most of the bees are out foraging. So I try to use common sense on things like that. Now I'm going to scroll here. Um, do the bees ever mess with Junior? um, I think the better question is, does Junior ever mess with the bees? And that question, that is yes, he does. And I'm not sure if he's ever been stung, but probably he has, because he's not as aggressive to them as he used to be. He used to, he'd see them flying out of the hive and he used to try to jump up and catch them, flying raisins. But he maybe caught one and didn't like what happened afterwards. So the bees don't mess with Junior unless Junior messes with them, what it comes down to. He is. He's you can look at him, you see he's part black lab, of course, and he's also part German short hair. So he's got a lot of hunting blood in him. So he's a character. He is a character. That's good though. We love Junior too, even though sometimes he gets naughty. Yeah, he loves to run around his path. He usually goes, see, from the garage to the fence and then around. That's what he usually does. And then like last time I showed him doing it, he went backwards. So I haven't seen him do backwards very often. But yeah, that was interesting. Maybe just wanted different scenery. So he does like to dig, so that's always an issue with him. We've had to put patio stones down on his kennel so he doesn't dig. So yeah, Stella is a good dog. What kind of dog is Stella again? I can't remember. We put oh, I'll have to try that. Thanks, Trish. What I've done so far, which has worked where it's been done, is like he would try to dig out of his kennel and made a mess. So I put chicken wire. We had some chicken wire laying around. I put that down, buried that in the ground, and he, when they dig and they hit that chicken wire, they don't like it, so he stopped. Oh, we got. I am going to try that, Trish. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Wheat Tree. How are you doing? It's good to see you. An American Bulldog. I thought it was some kind of bulldog, but I don't know all the dogs species very well. Mainly, most of my dogs have been mutts. So we've had growing up. We've had full blood. What are those dogs? Basset hounds, and I think that's the only non-mutt that. Oh, we had a. Well, that was a mutt too. We had a Welsh Corgi. I don't know what he was mixed with. Well, I'm glad you stopped in. It was good to see you. Probably see you on Saturday with Daddy Curbs. That's good that he's a rescue dog. Buddy, if you ever seen any of the older videos, we had a dog named Buddy, and he was a rescue dog. He was pounded by the city here, and he was such he was such a loving dog that they went beyond. Usually they 2 weeks and then they euthanize them, but they kept Buddy around for 4 weeks. And one of the girls that work in the city office, she let us know about it. She knew that we were looking for a dog at the time, and we went to where the dogs were, and he was just all lovey. And we decided to adopt him, and we brought him home. We named him Buddy because he was so friendly. And then that day we took him into the vet to get the shots and everything, get his health check. And one of the guys from the city came in and said, "Hey, Buddy." Said, "How did you know his name?" "Well, that's what we called him." So the name Buddy for him fit, and he was an excellent beekeeping dog. He was a good dog. Miss him very much. So, all right, guys, I am going to call it this time. I've had a tough day and got a migraine, so I'm going to call it. I really do appreciate you guys stopping in and visiting with me. I think that I'm going to change my times and go, instead of 7 o'clock, go 7:30, because Kicking It with Karen usually does a premiere on Thursdays, and I'm not able to take part on that. So I think what I'll do is I'll back my live streams back to 7:30 on Thursdays, and that way I can take part on her premieres. So next week, 7:30. All right. Again, I appreciate you all coming here. I appreciate you taking the time to supporting myself and to supporting the others that are in the channel here. And take care. Have a good day. Bye now.
You should